Hello there everyone, thank you for joining me once again. My name is Nick on the ZX Spectrum and we're looking at a motor racing game called ASPAR GP Master, published by Dinamic Software in 1988 as I try and do my keys. Now this whole thing's in Spanish, so I'm trying to guess what the controls are, but I presume it's left, right, forward, brake and all those sort of things. Anyway, we'll see how this one plays. It's based on the motorcyclist, which I'm afraid I don't know, called Jorge Martinez, with the nickname ASPAR. I should have heard him really. He raced between 82 and 97. He won the 80cc's championship in 86, 87, 88 as we see the first race. We're going to do a championship I think. And he won the 125cc's in 1988. Game also came out on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64. It's top down racing, it's not Chase Hughes. So here I am. Yeah, this looks a bit confusing already. So it's all one colour. The bike looks pretty much the same one direction or another. So I'm accelerating up. I presume there's going to be a tight bend in a minute. So get ready, Nick. On the brake. Brakes, brakes, brakes. This doesn't seem very responsive. Oh my god, what's going on there? Hang on a minute. This controls like an absolute pig. Maybe I've read the instructions wrong, right? No, it's just left, right, forward. Why isn't left and right working that well? Maybe I need to do brake and a combination. This game's a joke. What? Just drive in the direction I'm pointing you in, you twit. Oh man, right, that's sort of right, got it. No, oh no. I think this game's going to be a frustration fest for me. This is the qualifying lap. Imagine if you watch this on TV in qualifying. You think, was this person drunk? Jeepers. Now, I must be missing something. It can't be this bad to control. It's like you've had a million beers injected straight into your bloodstream. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. Did you go around the track without any problems? Because it should be good. The scrolling doesn't look too bad. I just can't direct the thing. I don't even know what direction the bike's heading in, to be honest with you. Accelerate, decelerate, position 0. I'm sure that's good. Lap time's 2:10. Let me know if you've beaten this lap time. I'm a little bit... oh man, I'm a little bit off the racing line. Now, this review, as all the reviews are, is a bit how you would experience the game as a kid in your first and second go. If it's in Spanish, I didn't know Spanish then as I do now. But how would you got on the first and second go? Would there have been enough there with the competition all the other games about if you want to go back? Now, I wouldn't have been able to fathom this one at all. The control system. Oh man. Maybe you have to go a certain speed. I wouldn't be able to fathom this at all, so I would never have played it ever again. This is the worst qualifying lap in history. Yeah. Come on. The only bit of interest, I suppose, is if any of the tracks are a different colour. This is all green. It's sort of like it's not clashing with the rest of the scenery, but I'm not doing this on purpose, folks, but this is absolutely insane. Just right, let's accelerate and turn left. Right, that's it. Oh man, it's almost as if I've got a poltergeist pulling on the handlebars. This is the most difficult control game I've ever seen. There must be something I'm missing for sure. Must be. I'm on the grass, let's have a picnic. There's sesame seeds everywhere. What does a sesame seed actually grow? Is there a sesame tree? Perhaps it grows sesame street, I don't know. I pass caring. Is this going to actually go up at all? I'm thinking, am I talking to myself? Well, there might be a demo mode we can try and see how the game's supposed to play properly, but I just can't get round the thing. Not sure what the ratings were back in the day, but it would look good from the screenshots if we crash into an SKF. Yeah, I don't know what that stands for. There's a cheat here, which is pointless to me putting in, for infinite motorbikes. Don't know what that means. Perhaps the bike explodes at some time. An infinite time. There's 7 tracks here to race across, or journey across the grass if you want to. I'm sure Jorge Martinez, or ASPAR as he was known, was better than this. So I haven't qualified. You need to come in the top 8. I haven't qualified. There we go. I don't know what that says. Perhaps this is the Grand Prix of Spain in Parilla. Show me the way to Parilla. Am I in this or not? Position 12 it says. Is that me? No, no, that isn't me. It's not doing what I've said. No, that's not me. This is the computer, so if you don't qualify, the AI takes over for a race, I think. So this is how you're supposed to play the game, according to the Spectrum. There's the bend that I couldn't do. Road holding. Keep an eye on these speeds, because if you're playing this game, these speeds might be important for doing the corner. But I just couldn't get the thing to turn. I just couldn't get it to turn. Is that a motorbike or is it some sort of dung beetle? I do not know. Engine sounds are, well, engine sounds. There's better motor racing games available. Top down, have a look at, I suppose, supercars, I guess. And a few other ones. But this one. But it scrolls really fast, doesn't it? In the computer's hands. I presume he's going to do 4 laps. So let's just commentate on him. None of the other racers are anywhere near this guy. I don't know if that's how ASPAR used to go. ASPAR. It's not short for asparagus, is it? Because this is all rather green, as asparagus would be. Turbo! And he takes the corner there, clips off the apex. Bike looks like it wants to pull him off the track at any sort of like stage. There was an earlier racer, I don't know if you saw him. He was all over the grass and stuff, but he didn't qualify. So 1 lap, or tiempo, there. So 3 laps to go. Can you take the excitement? It's not even close racing now, is it? I mean, even if I qualify for the race, if there had been a computer opponent that went this fast, I was never going to go anywhere near him. Right, so we're just voyeuring now. We're just watching this thing as it poodles around. Rumble strip either side. Would have been nice if that was like red and black, but perhaps they couldn't have done it. Or red and white, maybe. Perhaps they couldn't have done that. That would have added extra bit of class. But 1988 Dynamic Software, it's not very dynamic, is it? But, having said that, if you had it as a kid and got used to controls, you might think the game was brilliant. Yeah, you probably did, actually. If it plays better on the Amstrad CPC or the Commodore 64, let me know what the controls like. It might even have come out on the Commodore Amiga, so I might have to have a glance at that at some point. I'm not sure if it did, actually, but I might have to have a glance at that at some point to see if I can just keep it off the grass or at least control it a bit. If I understood the instructions, maybe I would be a lot better. But as I say, the channel's not about that. Let's not split hairs about the details either. It's one of those anti-hurrays. Anti-hurray! Hooray, hooray. Right, next lap, 1 minute 48, whoever that is, on that bike, is in position 1, 220 kilometers an hour as he goes past the straight. Needs to be heavy on the brakes. Back wheel doesn't step out at all. He gets round there with the handling of an expert, not like me. I want to turn this off already. I mean, I'm not big into these games where you're terrible in qualifying and then you have to watch a simulated race, although I think there might have been an option before when it was saying CRR. If we press R, I reckon it might have, you could have skipped it, I suppose. But I'm glad we're seeing this demo so you can see pretty much what it should be played like if you got used to the thing and you got a more accurate determination. Because you might be a better player than me. You've got a more accurate determination whether you want to track it down or not. If you've got the skills of me, I'd say don't track it down. You know, handling was awful, but you might find that a little bit better. So do have a go at that if you own a real Spectrum or just emulation, as he's coming to lap this racer. But don't spend too much time on it because you're just going to get frustrated, I think, if your experience of the thing is the same as me. And 1988, I would have been 13, 14. I wouldn't have been playing this. I would have been playing on the Commodore Amiga. I wouldn't have been worried about this thing. Was that around in 1988? I think it just about was. But the super duper good games were yet to come. But they were better than this. Right, 1 lap. Well, is it 1 lap to go? Or is it going to go lap 0 in a moment? Off we go again. 220 Ks. Zip down to 80. Feel the G-force on your face. Best lap so far, 1 minute 49. Not much to comment on when there's just one guy in the lead being chased by absolutely no one. This track is, was it called Paranillo? Don't know where that is. Show me the way to Paranillo. I've been killed by an armadillo. Suffocate myself with a pillow so I don't have to watch another lap. But we're this should be the last lap, I think. Oh man. Come round here, yeah. Even this guy, he's way in the lead, but the bike looks awkward, doesn't it? Very, very awkward indeed. The engine sounds aren't changing a great deal, as he's changing up probably the random gears. Poodling around. Can he beat 1 minute 49? Well, the lap's on 1 minute 31, going round, 1 minute 33, 34. It's ticking up rather quick, isn't it? That isn't normal seconds. That's the quickest seconds I've ever seen. Right, lap record. Lap record. lap record, 1 minute 48. Oh no, he just drove through that opponent. Right, lap 0. That means there's 1 lap left. Ultimate Vuelta, that means last lap, folks. Even I know that. You might be watching this and you might be Spanish or know the language well, so you know all the instructions and you've got your head in your hands and think, why doesn't Nick press that button? Why doesn't Nick do that? Because in my attempt to review everything, even if it's in a different language with incomplete instructions, this sort of mess could happen. Hooray! No undulation in this because it's top down, of course. No, there's nothing on the road, is there, really, apart, like oil spillage to get in trouble with. The lap's quite big. It scrolls really well, comparatively. But 1988, this, no, Super Hang-On, Enduro Racer. Although they are chase view games, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think of any top-down motorbiking games, and temporarily I can't think of any. So maybe this is the best one, despite I can't drive the thing. It feels like I was racing on soap, to be fair. Right, we can't see the lap record anymore. All we know it's the last lap. Was it 1 minute 48, 1 minute 49 he did it in? Could have been. Could have been. I think after he's finished this lap, exciting as it is, I'll have one last go on qualifying somewhere to see how I get on. If it's the same sort of thing again, we'll hit the escape pod and we'll disappear. Fin de carrera. Finish the circuit array. Right, 20 points. I'm not there. There we go. Jorg ASPAR didn't do very well there. 0. Yeah. Right, so it's practice, which is probably a good idea. The championship is 2 and other stuff. Right, so that's Jerez. I know about Jerez. That's in Portugal. It looks very similar. It looks very green. Take your... Oh, look. This is just to see what the track looks like. So you've got an exploration thing. Oh, that's good. Right, so that's good, isn't it? Left, right, forwards. Yeah, you can see what the track looks like. Map it if you want to. How'd you get out? Right, we're out. So that was Verse Circuit. View the circuit. Off we go again. Practicas. Right, well, practicing makes perfect. Right, so left and right definitely works. I've checked that out. Brake. He's braking there. Oh, screw this. Forget this. Forget this. This is no fun whatsoever. I'm out of here. I won't be playing this thing again at all. Anyway, I hope you liked having a look at that one. Well, the computer playing it, to be honest with you. That was ASPAR GP Master on the zxspectrum, published by Dinamic Software in 1988. And for me, at least, it handled like an absolute pig. Playability was 0. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.